What's your take on the tariff policy, and what is the path forward for our Congress and the American people?
Look, on a tariff policy, it's a very straightforward situation. We gutted our industrial sector. We saw places like Moreno, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Youngstown that were once thriving manufacturing towns, and we shipped those jobs overseas. And that's a big part of the reason President Trump got elected. I'll also point out that President Trump's been talking about tariffs for 30 or 40 years. So I find it interesting that people are surprised that he put in tariffs. He's actually, the surprise should be is that you have a politician that actually does what he says he's going to do, which I understand maybe in D.C. that's not normal. But look, the reality is that tariffs are having the exact effect. We've got great trade deals. We now pay 0 tariffs going to the EU, and the EU pays 15% tariffs coming into the U.S. We have deals with Japan, South Korea, China's pretty much, in my mind, resolved at 30%. I think Mexico and Canada, we have to get a whole handle on the fentanyl crisis and border security, and I think that's going to come around the corner pretty soon. We'll probably look at some sort of renegotiation of USMCA to raise the U.S. content. But right now we have over $10 trillion in new investment commitments from companies all over the world building in America. I can tell you in my office, every single day, I have CEOs tell me we're going to build more in America. I try to get as much of it as in Ohio as humanly possible, obviously. But that means good, high-paying jobs. Look, at the end of the day, the American dream isn't starting a tech company in your basement and becoming a billionaire. The essence of the American dream is being able to graduate from high school, get a job, be able to afford a home, afford a car, get married, raise kids in a safe community, and retire with dignity. And that happens with good, high-paying jobs where one parent, a mom or a dad, works to provide for that family, and that's what we're doing.